Hey guys, welcome back to another Monday morning reading. This reading is for the rat people, so if you are born in the year of the rat, or you know anybody born in the year of the rat, then this is a reading for them / you. Let's get straight on it then and see the week that you rat people have had, shall we? Let's shuffle these up and let's see what we've got. Let's see. Let's stop there, and we'll go one from the bottom, one from the middle, one from the top. What have we got? A white, black, black. Okay. What have you guys been up to this week then, huh? Let's find out. We've got that sheep there, a catalyst card, going through a few changes. Not bad changes. Not bad changes. I just think, yeah, you've had little sympathy for the changes that have been going on, but they're not bad changes. Yeah. They're just things that have been happening in the background a little bit, aren't they? Things that don't really affect you, so they don't really bother you. Well, that's all right then. Yeah. It's a time of saving money as well, I think. You're spending a bit too much. Maybe you're indulging a little bit too much. But not in a bad way, I suppose. You've just had some things to buy, treating yourself, etc., etc. Things are being rather relaxed for you, I think. There's not really been a lot of hard work or challenges, but I think that's a problem in itself, isn't it? Because rats love hard work and they love to solve problems. So the fact you've not had any challenges has probably been a bit boring for you recently. I think recently it's just been a bit boring, isn't it? Yeah. But your space has been protected, so that's good. And where you are is in a good place. So again, that white card, it could be worse. Can always be worse. Though it could be better with these two, but we'll get to that. Yeah, things are just going nice and easy for you, which again looks different for a rat person, because when things are going easy and things are okay and it's not as difficult, rats are actually out of their comfort zone. So you're probably feeling a little bit out of your comfort zone, but bad things aren't necessarily happening around you or haven't been. It's just a few changes, things that don't necessarily affect you. I think it's just a couple of things that have made a difference or have been making differences in the background. You may not have even noticed them straight away, and now you've done it. It's kind of like you've just shrugged it off and gone, you know what? These things don't really bother me. Like I say, you've got little sympathy for this. You don't really care. You don't have anything in common with what's going on. It's just stuff that's happening in the background. You see it's changing. I do think that the indulgement, though, the self-indulgement with the pampering yourself or spending too much, that is out of character for you. So potentially you're feeling a little bit annoyed that you haven't stuck to a budget, or you've had to overspend on something that you didn't necessarily want to spend money on. But some of these things, sometimes they're necessities, aren't they? But it's not a bad place to be, though you are going into this time of the, so it's a black monkey, so that's not bad either. That's not bad either. That's in your triangle. That's a compatible card for you. Rats and monkeys are compatible. They're in that same affinity triangle, and yeah, they have that similar mindset of solving problems and fixing things. And I think you're feeling a little bit dull and down, and things aren't going the way you want them to, because there's just nothing to do. You've literally got nothing to do. This is just about self-reflection, self-care. It's about looking inward and kind of trying to figure out things that you can do for you. You know, you've got a very clever mind, and you're very intelligent and intuitive. And I think you need to differentiate between what are external things that need to be worked on and internal things that need to be worked on. And right now, externally, there's nothing really going on. But internally, there is some stuff that you can work on. There is some stuff that you can do to develop your strengths, and to kind of tone in on that ratness that you are carrying around with you every day. Well, that's what you are. You know, you have that rat personality, and I think you need to focus on that. You need to focus on that and take any criticism as an opportunity to improve, even if it is criticism that you yourself have put on yourself. I think you're criticizing yourself because there's nothing to do and you think it's your fault, and you're getting bored, and now you're blaming yourself and getting restless, and now you're thinking, oh, There has to be some things that I can get done or get on with. But the truth of it is externally, there kind of isn't. There isn't much to get on with. This is an internal thing. You need to focus on your mind. You need to, I don't know, do some meditation. You need to do some reflection. You need to do some thinking and some kind of work on yourself. That doer card coming in there is actually quite a good card for you. It's just things are being neglected, and you don't want to neglect things, especially when it comes to things that you are passionate about, things that you believe in, things that you love, things that you enjoy, even things that are in your life that you may even take for granted and you don't appreciate as much. These are now the times to look at those things and actually improve your relationship with them, and improve that relationship with the things around you, whether it be work, relationships, children or friends or whatever it is. For you to grow in this area, you need to be open with yourself. You need to be working on yourself. You need to be looking into yourself. That's something that needs to be done. This is about you now. This is about you, because there's things coming. There are things coming for you to get on with. It's just right now you need to differentiate between, is it internal or external? And I think the external stuff is just boring everyday stuff. It's the internal that you need to work on inside you. And as we move forward, we're moving into that pig, because you need healing, you need recover, you need to re-energize before you get stagnant. But it's workable. And although there's nothing to do, and you may feel stagnant, and you are going to feel stagnant a bit this week, it's going to be good because you're committed, and it's going to reinforce that commitment that you have. Because you're going to have to show your dedication to this. Use your intuition. You've got a great ability for self-preservation, so when you become stagnant and stuck like this, and you don't know what you're doing, or you're finding yourself in places where you're unfamiliar, your self-preservation and intuition will kick in. And that's when it will be time to do the internal work. You're not going to have a chance. You've got two catalysts here. Change is coming, and you've got that doer card, which means things need to get done. So you will be changing, maybe your mind, your opinion, your perspective, but you will be changing, at least the way you see things. But it will be invaluable, I think. I think this is going to be worth it. This is going to be something that, this is going to reinforce your confidence. This is going to favor you in a way. I mean, you're a very lucky person anyway as a rat. You can be quite fortunate. So you're kind of quite, what's the word? Your abilities to avoid danger is lucky. You have some crazy luck. And it's that self-preservation and intuition. You feel things coming before they come. You know when to move when you need to move. If you want to win this, if you want to come out as a winner, then that's what you need to do. It's all about focus on you right now. Focus on what you can bring to the table, or what you are bringing to the table. Forget everybody else. If somebody forgets to bring something to the table, you know full well that you're going to pick up the slack and you're going to bring it to the table anyway. And you'll just get on and do it. That's what rats do. You just do it. And you get stuff done. And that's why that monkey card coming in there isn't necessarily a bad one, because it's part of your doer triangle. It's just that doer monkey there is in the negative, and it's saying this is about you right now, being a little bit selfish, being a bit, and that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying you're being selfish. I'm saying you need to be selfish. You need to look after yourself. You need to look out for yourself. You need to concentrate on yourself, focus on yourself, meditate on yourself, reflect on the things that you've been going through the last week. You need to take these challenges, and you need to break them down into little problems, and then find solutions for each individual little bit so that you can move on forward. You're crafty, you're clever, you're a problem solver. It's not going to take you long. This week will not be a bad week. It will just feel boring, mundane, trivial. It will just feel like you're going around in circles, like Groundhog Day. But we'll break through that. You won't stay in this for forever. That negative pig there, that'll move on, definitely. Because even if you were thrust into that place and you were stuck there through no fault of your own, you are still going to clamber out of that being a rat. You're not the type of personality to stay in a place where you're not wanted, or where you feel stagnant or stuck, or you feel it's not comfortable for you. So yeah, you're not going to stay where you're not happy, and you're going to move anyway. But you'll work that out as you go, just because this is about you. This is about you, and this is about your self-work here. And this week, you'll be moving through some changes, but you're not going to stay stuck, I don't think. But we'll find out next week, won't we, when we come back, and we'll do another reading next week for the rat people to see if you've got out of that stuck, stagnant place. And I do think that you will, because you are a problem solver, and that's what rats do. But as I say, we'll find out next week when we come back next Monday for another reading for the rat people. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, give us a like, leave us a comment. It really does help the channel. We'll be back this afternoon for a ox reading for all the ox personalities. So if you are an ox, check that out. If not, I will see you next week for another rat reading. Until then, love and peace.